Welcome back.
I'm sorry. Did I do that? Was that
No, it was me.
Okay.
I just realised how ridiculous I sounded in that moment. Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel today. Jake's back!
Hi!
Yay!
Yay!
If you've been watching my videos for a while, you might have seen Jake's appearance on my channel in May. I was just thinking, I was like, I know which month it was. May. So it was a fair while ago. Well, I say that it's September.
Feels like ages.
It's only been like 5 months, probably 4. You were here like mid-May, weren't you?
It was the first week of May.
Oh, it was the first, so it's been 5 months.
Yeah.
Aww. It's actually flown by though.
Yeah.
I feel like not much time's gone by.
Oh yeah, no, not at all.
Feels good.
Yeah.
So this time I am in New York. Obviously last time Jake was in London. And this time we're in my hotel room. The lighting, I'm not happy with about it, blah, blah, but we're just gonna have to deal with it because there's nothing I can do. You can see us. Hopefully you can hear us. So it's fine. We're gonna film a couple of videos. This first one we're gonna talk about ticket buying because I feel like it's something we wanted to talk more about in our last video. And we were just like all over the place with topics. So I thought this would be a good way to like hone in on one topic.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna like go through the shows that I have booked to see or I'm going to see in these few days, and then you can weigh opinions in on like how maybe you would have bought those tickets as a local. So it's like tourist perspective and local perspective. So yeah. So the first show that I've seen on this trip was Anastasia, which you've literally, did you book it like today?
Yeah, yesterday.
So I saw this on the Thursday, the 21st of September. It was the first day that I got into New York. I had booked this ticket. It feels like ages ago, but I don't think it was really that long ago. I feel like it was probably like a month and a half, maybe 2 months. Which is quite a long time actually.
Oh yeah.
For me, I mean, I've booked tickets for like a year in advance in London, but
but no, I never.
that.
Yeah, I don't book that far in advance.
I remember when I think I tweeted about Fun Home, and you were like,
"Oh
"How?"
yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me." But I support it.
It's because the tickets were so cheap. I had to, like.
Yeah.
I had to.
But I'm just like, maybe I'll be like living like, I don't know, on the
And
moon
stuff.
in a year. Like, I don't want to book a ticket to a show.
I think if we're living on the moon, we've got other problems.
I think that sounds great.
Yeah, so I just booked this because there were no discounts when I was looking to book this one. So
There
I just
still
thought,
aren't.
Yeah, so I just thought, right, I'm gonna just book it through their website. I can't remember the exact figure that I paid for it, but I will put it on screen now. So that was just direct through the official website. Do you want to talk about how you booked for your Anastasia ticket?
Yeah, so a lot of shows will normally do when they go on sale, they'll often release a discount code and you can buy tickets through that. You know, buying tickets online or at the box office. Some shows still do rush, some do lottery, and Anastasia was coming out of the gate hot with advance sales, so they never had a discount code to my understanding, and if they did, it wasn't
public or anything.
Or it wasn't cheap enough to
Yeah.
make me want to book it.
That's fair.
Yeah, so
You go for a discount because it significantly changes the price.
right, and so there wasn't a and they only have a digital lottery, which I really don't.
I didn't even know about that until you said it the other day.
Yeah, I don't care for digital lotteries because I think most of the time shows will not award many tickets, if any, because there's no liability to it. Like if the show is almost sold out, like why are they going to give 10 people discounted tickets when...
So you think it might be all like, not a hoax, but...
No, I mean, I think that like maybe one person wins like the Anastasia lottery. I'm not trying to start a conspiracy theory about the Anastasia lottery.
Because I sometimes think that about Harry Potter in London. Because I'll go through Twitter sometimes just out of curiosity after the Friday 40, and I'm like, surely someone has got to be tweeting about the fact that they've won the Friday 40.
Right.
And I'll tweet like variations of like the actual Cursed Child Twitter account, the hashtag Friday 40, or just generally like Harry Potter Friday 40, Harry Potter lottery. Sometimes nothing comes up, and I'm like, has anyone won? Like, but they must because the front row fills up. So We've opened up a can of worms there.
So, one of the methods that I have been using for 5 years now that I highly recommend to people that either visit New York a lot or are native here is the same company that runs the TKTS booth in Times Square, TDF, which is the Theater Development Fund. They have an online program where if you fall into a specific category, I believe there's like 10 or 12 categories of people or positions, and I was a student when I began on it, and then there's a grace period after you graduate.
Oh, that's nice.
And for, I want to say $30 a year, you get access to a database of shows that every so often different productions will offer tickets to Theater Development Fund members at a steeply discounted price. It is currently $49 for a musical on Broadway and $41 for a play on Broadway. Off-Broadway tickets are $9 and off-Broadway is $29.
Wow.
So you can see a lot. Almost every new musical came up on TDF this past season, except for Anastasia until yesterday.
Really? Just yesterday?
Yeah, just
Did you get like a notification about it or an email?
No, you just check the site like a maniac every day.
Every day, yeah.
Every day. And
I would.
I don't know, it's like how I end up seeing a lot of shows that people are dying to see because on a random night
they'll have some
tickets.
Yeah.
And you know, TDF members are like usually like really dedicated and great people, and it's a great way to get word of mouth.
Yeah.
That really didn't work for 1984 though. Okay, but
so TDF.
Theater Development.
Yeah. We just went on a tangent, don't worry guys. That's great. We don't really have something like that in London. I was thinking about this.
Yeah.
Because there's like membership schemes that you can be a part of. So for example, like ATG, the theatre company, you can get a theatre pass, theatre card. I think that's like £30 or something for a year, probably a bit more actually. And yeah, you get like when they have the early sales, what's that called?
Pre-sale.
Yeah, pre-sale or like priority booking. You get access to that, but I think maybe you then don't pay the booking fees on ATG, but I don't think they really do discounts and such.
Wouldn't that be nice? Well, it's also, I mean, you can argue on this, but like I would say it's like just generally less expensive to see theater in London.
Oh yeah. Oh
so,
my god, yeah.
So those services aren't
as needed.
Right.
Yeah. Which I find really funny because I work in a ticket booth, so when people have a go about ticket prices, I'm just like, don't go to New York for theatre then.
We don't have those here.
Yeah.
And the ones we do have are like really sketchy. So, and they always mark like, and you never get a deal. So like when you told me you worked at one,
were you like, oh, I bet she's well sketchy?
Well, no, I didn't. I just like I didn't understand the concept because you walk around, and there's a bunch, and I remember distinctly asking you. I was like, so like, are you actually selling tickets? And you were like, yeah.
Yeah.
So like that just doesn't exist.
Yeah, because you've only really got TKTS.
Right.
In New
Yeah.
York.
Shows either wanna make people pay as much as they can for as long as they can, and then close.
I mean, that kind of makes sense, to be fair.
Right. Why sell a ticket for $50 that you know someone could walk up to the box office and buy it for $100?
Yeah, that's why when people say to me, why isn't The Lion King or Aladdin discounted? And I'm like, because they don't need to. Why, if the show's going to sell out anyway, why are they going to discount it?
Right.
The next show that I saw in New York, it's so weird to be talking in like past tense in a video, even though I'm still here in New York. I saw Waitress, and I again booked this ticket just directly. Oh no, I booked it with Broadway Box.
Oh,
they had
the discount?
Yeah. I can't remember how much it was discounted. I feel like it might have been like $40. I'll put all the information on screen because I can't remember. But I think I only paid like $69 or something total, and that was for row E of the mezzanine, so I was right in the middle. It was a great seat. And yeah, I thought, I'll rush these shows. It came close to time and I was like, I want my mornings. And I already feel bad enough like ditching Leo for the evenings to go to the theatre, let alone also ditching him for the like 2 or 3 hours in the morning,
Right.
and also having to get up earlier after going to see a show. I was like, that's just not going to work out.
Right.
So I thought, I'll just book it. Have the peace of mind. If I was on my own, would have rushed these. But also I was reading on like forums and stuff, and a lot of people were saying that for certain shows anyway, that the seats would be partial view.
Oh
And
yeah,
like,
they're always.
I'm not about that life.
Yeah.
So yeah, for Waitress I was like, I'm gonna book that. So yeah, Broadway box. I just really enjoyed like browsing that.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, what discounts are on these shows?
Oh yeah, no, Broadway Box and Playboy Club.
Yeah,
Playboy
I think I
Club
looked
are
on
the
both
best.
of them, and Broadway box was the better discount. So
Yeah, shows will usually release a universal discount, and they usually change every few months.
yeah, because I think when I looked originally, there wasn't like that good a discount for Waitress, or not at all.
Right.
And then it kind of popped up, and I was like, yes,
Yeah.
cheaper tickets.
Yeah.
How many times have you seen Waitress?
Only twice.
Yeah.
The first time was through a school event, so I didn't have to pay for that.
Nice.
And then
Was that like a big group? Yeah.
Yeah, it was a group event that the university paid for, so they got discounted tickets, but
Yeah.
but I still don't know how much they were. And then and then the second time was with Sarah Bareilles this past May, and that was not
I bet they weren't
discounted, and
yeah.
I paid $79 for the very last row.
Whoa.
So
I mean, to be fair, it's not a huge theatre. I think that's the good thing with most Broadway venues.
Yeah,
like,
it's
they're not
like,
big.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But Waitress didn't have a rush policy until a month ago.
Yeah, exactly. And when I saw about that, I was like, oh, damn. And then I saw people saying that it was partial view, and I was like, okay, I feel okay about it.
Yeah.
It's alright.
I didn't stop seeing shows as partial view until like 2 years ago. Like every show I used to see was partial view for the most part, because you just get like that's what the option is, and you
I think
just
if
get
I
used to
lived
it.
here, I would definitely rush more, like how I kind of I don't do it in London as much anymore because I'm lazy, but
I don't rush anymore.
Yeah, it's just
There's also not much to rush.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
A lot of the policies have been yanked.
which is sad. But I understand, but I think it's good to have that way to get cheaper tickets. But
Yeah. I'm also just no longer the demographic. Like when I was in school, like
getting old.
getting old.
Oh God, that
But-
makes me really sad.
Right. But as you get old, you start working more, and then you can
That's
afford
true. Yeah.
not to have to rush.
Yeah, and I just thought, I don't want a crap view to see these shows.
And it just got to the point with me that it was worth it to pay $20 more to not sit partial view.
Yeah. Fair.
Or to get up in the morning is what I meant.
And $20.
It's a convenience fee. That's literally how I see it.
Yeah, it is.
You always take like the cheapest discount, or TDF. But rush prices when I first started going to the theater, like nothing was above $40, and I remember Pippin was the first show to hit 40.
I think that's still that's probably around 33 or something, 33 pounds. No, that's expensive.
And it was really expensive, and everyone was like, the gall of Pippin.
How dare
Pippin?
Who do they think they are?
Right, but now 40. Sorry, now 40 is the normal.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
And then the only cheaper way you can do it is if you win the lottery by a stroke of luck.
I mean, the Anastasia lottery is $42.
No.
Yes.
That's ridiculous.
And again, I don't think anyone wins the Anastasia lottery.
Conspiracy.
So it doesn't matter.
I'm gonna go Twitter searching like Anastasia lottery and see if anyone has tweeted it. So like, but I just find it so weird with Harry Potter. Like, you win something like that, you've got Twitter, you tweet about it, and who doesn't have Twitter nowadays? Oh, it stresses me out a little bit.
All right, so tonight.
Third show tonight, I'm going to see Beautiful, which I wouldn't normally see a show that like over here that I've either like been able to see in London or I've recently seen in London, but Cara Lindsay, end of subject. Like, I wanted to buy a ticket on TodayTix because I love TodayTix back in London. Like, people take the mickey out of me because I love it so much. But I wanted to try it and see what the experience was like over in New York. Jake doesn't like TodayTix over here.
Because I feel like they don't like us.
Yeah, TodayTix in London is like amazing.
It's amazing. I saw almost every show that I saw in London. I saw 9 shows in 6 days, and I saw the majority of them through TodayTix.
Yeah, it's so good in London. But I just thought, you know what, I want to try it. I want to see how it goes. So I'll be talking more about that in my beautiful vlog. But they did have, I mean, it was like a 4% discount on Beautiful. And I was like, whatever, it's fine. But the thing I liked was that it was, I think I paid $80 something, which is ridiculous. But it's going to be like the best available in either, I think.
Okay.
So I'm just intrigued. I'm intrigued about the whole process of like not knowing where you're sitting until you get to the person.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, like that's a totally like foreign experience for me.
Yeah.
Not knowing where I'm going to be sitting, because in London, TodayTix tells you where you are sitting. Like, you go to select like the area and the price you want to pay, and it'll tell you like you'll be in row K, seats 12 and 13. You know, so I am just
Isn't it nice?
I'm excited to like see what it's like, but I'm also kind of scared. Also a little bit anxious.
Right. And how much was your booking fee?
Oh my god, the booking fee was ridiculous. Let me get the transaction up. That's the one thing, because we don't really have. There is a booking fee on TodayTix in London, but it's nothing like the booking fee here. So it came to
drum roll, please.
Oh, it's not going to tell me. The ticket was $69. I feel like it came to $81.95.
Yeah, it should have been $12.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. And yeah, that's mental. I don't agree with that. I don't understand. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, you've not had fun with TodayTix over here, have you?
No, I mean, sometimes they have a partnership with a lot of theater and producers where they'll do lotteries. So a lot of the time, if you win a lottery, like, that's great. I think I won the Fun Home lottery through them.
That's cool. I wouldn't be surprised if we have a Fun Home lottery with them.
Oh yeah.
But,
So
yeah.
But yeah, so like that's like the only time I use TodayTix, or if I get a gift card. It's just not something I normally use. And then like there have been times where I will, like, you do like a crazy calculation and you're like, I have like a gift card for it. So if you buy like a full price ticket, because when TodayTix started, they were the thing they were going after was they were pulling all of the discounts from Broadway Box and Playbill, and they were putting it into the app so that people could just magically get the tickets, because not many people know about the discounts.
Yeah.
But as they've grown over the past like 4 years, now they absolutely, I would say not at all focus on discounts.
Yeah.
It's mainly just like, we can offer you tickets.
Service.
Like, it's so much more important to them now to have Wicked be available to buy on TodayTix rather than have Wicked at a discount.
Yeah.
Or not at all.
I guess it's more like a business point of view then, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Over here, whereas in London, there are definitely more discounts and stuff. Still normally more than I would like pay, but
Right.
but yeah, there is heavier sort of discounts on stuff. But I guess that's maybe because we don't have stuff like Playbill discounts and Broadway Box. So I guess in a way, sort of TodayTix becomes what it wanted to be in New York, in London.
Right, and it's clear, I mean, I don't know the specifics, but it's very clear that TodayTix has a different relationship with the producers in London than they do here. Because like TodayTix doesn't have access to seating Like, and like they can't offer you tickets because like it's a legal thing that they can't buy it. But like I think with the public theater, there's a direct relationship where you can actually purchase an actual seat.
They seem more chill because they do the free first preview.
They do the free first preview, and they now do the lottery for Shakespeare in the Park, which is like a really big deal. Today Tix does a lot of good, and they have nothing but the best intentions. And I think, but the biggest thing is they started advertising the app, I would say 3 or 4 years ago at the flea market. That was the first time anyone had ever heard of Today Tix. They had one person standing at the very entrance passing out flyers, and we all downloaded Today Tix. And in my mind, the idea had always been it was going to be a fan app, but now it's an everyone app, which is great because they want a family of 4 coming, you know, to see. And I think the problem is they were like, we want to see Wicked, and they're like, oh, we don't have a discount for Wicked, and they're like, oh, we don't care, we just want to buy tickets. And now they're getting what's 12 times 4, you know, like $48 worth of processing fees out of them.
Oh my god, yeah, because they have to pay the 12 per ticket, don't they?
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm using Today Tix for Beautiful, and I will report back on my thoughts.
How many times have you seen it in London?
Oh, I only saw it like twice in London, and then I will go see the UK tour as well because the casting's really good.
Love it.
But yeah, Cara Lindsay. Gotta do it.
She's great.
Gotta do it for Cara Lindsay. I made a video about my like top 10 favourite Glindas the other day. Obviously Cara was in that, and in the video I was like, it's a shame, I don't think she's really doing anything in New York. Now I'm like, lol, seen her Beautiful. The last show that I have booked for London, for New York, is Come From Away, which I have booked for because again I looked at reports on like the whole Rush situation, and it was probably going to be partial view. This is the only show that my boyfriend is coming with me to see because I didn't want to force him to come to shows with me because it's a lot of money. And I knew that he probably wouldn't enjoy most of them, so I didn't want to put that on him. Like, he was fine with me going off to shows, so we're both happy. Compromise in this relationship. So yeah, this one though, just because of the story, and he said like, oh, that sounds like something good, and I was like, okay, let's go. So yeah, I bought that. That was just full price from the website. Again, I cannot remember how much I paid. I think it was a stupid amount, because I wanted to obviously get us like fairly good seats. And I think I wanted, I can't remember what I've booked, but I feel like I was trying to get some seats on an aisle because Leo's quite tall. I want to say I paid like around $100 something per ticket, which I hate. I feel like that was around the number. I'll put that on screen to clarify.
I can count on my hand like the amount of times that I've spent over $100 on a show.
Like 30 is my comfortable max, in like 30 pounds.
Right, yeah.
The most I've spent is probably on the Hamilton tickets. That was like $85 per person. Though I've technically now been moved into the previews period, so I think I should get a not a discount, like a refund, because the previews are cheaper. So
Hamilton's
really,
paying you.
It's technically a win. But yeah, that was around 80 something per person.
Yeah, Come From Away came in with almost no word of mouth, and everyone told me that I was crazy for thinking that it was going to be good. So I saw that shit on TDF for $51 the first week of previews, and
you jumped on it.
Got a great seat, and then it blew up.
How funny that no one thought it was going to be great.
Oh my god, everyone told me that I was crazy, that it wasn't going to last. And looking at it, and when you watch like the first 5 minutes tomorrow, you'll be like, yeah, of course no one thought this was going to last. But then it's brilliant.
I'm so excited.
But
that's hilarious.
It's great. But yeah, it also just goes to show that, like, you know, the show with Josh Groban folded before that.
That's sad.
Yeah, we were supposed to see that.
We were supposed to go last night.
Which is a great example of buying full price tickets that are just reasonable off the bat. Or did we use a discount? No, they were definitely full price.
They were full price.
Yeah, they were full price, but they were all really decent. I think it was $39.
Yeah, they were doing a discount or something through the site. It was like a legit. I think it was. It only came to just over 100 something for all tickets. So,
right, so it was like 30.
39.
Yeah.
They were running some sort of promotion. Yeah, which in hindsight.
So you don't have to include that part.
Oh well, because it's sad and people can mourn with us.
I mean, I saw it, so. And they said this week that they're planning a London
Yeah,
run.
I saw that for like. Well, I don't think they said a date or anything. It was like 2019ish or something.
Yeah.
I feel like I saw that. Maybe I'm lying. I don't know. Hopefully it'll come to London at some point. I don't know when. In the next 5 years, that'd be great. Like,
fingers crossed. I'll come and see it.
Yeah.
I will be
and then I can
there.
finally see it. Yeah. As soon as they announce London, I'm gonna be like, Jake, book your flight
Yep.
now.
I will be there.
Do you have any other sort of tidbits of advice? Buying tickets?
Always buy at the box office when you can, because on Telecharge or Ticketmaster there's a fee and you don't have to pay that if you buy it at the box office. If you have like a last minute thing like the day of and you're trying to see a show, the box office people for the most part want to sell you a ticket. So it's always worth.
On seats.
Yeah, so it's always worth walking up. I call it playing stupid.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, do you have any rush left? Even though like I know they don't, and they'll most likely like try and offer you like a discount. There's a term that used to be really popular called lottery loser. Because all the lotteries used to be in person. There were like 20 lotteries a day that used to be in person, and they usually would have like a more steeply discounted
like commiseration tickets. Yeah.
That was called lottery loser. So a lot of shows. That's how I saw Matilda all the time.
Yeah. I'm so sad that I didn't see it when I was over here last, because it was on.
Yeah, I mean, I preferred it to the London one, but it was great to see it in London.
Yeah, because that's why I'm intrigued about Beautiful. I mean, I'm sure it's going to be exactly the same. But
I know the set is better in London. A little better.
What, for Matilda?
No.
Or Beautiful?
Beautiful.
Oh, interesting.
I mean, it's the same. You'll notice.
Exactly. Like, yeah.
Right.
So I'm just intrigued to see. Obviously, it's a show that I've seen before. So I'm like, oh, I wonder what's going to be different about it. Buy from the box office if you can, which is obviously a bit harder if you're someone coming for a holiday here.
Right.
But
and
if you can.
It's also hard to like advise people like don't book in advance, because I've been that person like when I'm traveling or like you know, I always want to, you know, guarantee that I have tickets, but like, you know, very few shows automatically sell out every single seat like before the day of the show arrives.
Yeah.
So there's usually a very few times that you have to, you know, buy in advance for a certain price range or a certain, you know, thing. So if you're comfortable with not doing it, then a lot of the times you can.
But that's the thing. I was like, I may as well just book, because then I know I've got my ticket, I've got my seat, it's all good. And I get that for some people that's a hard thing, because like you don't want to turn up and not know what tickets you're gonna get, because shows could sell out, or like there could be no cheaper tickets left. But then at least if there's only full price left, then at least if you buy the box office, you don't have to pay that booking fee, because that booking fee alone, that's a pain. Like, it was horrible to see that added on, like, to the total, because you're going through and it's lovely, and then suddenly it's like bam, an extra like $10 or something, and you're like, okay, well, great. That's not fun. So that is, I guess if you're here for like a longer amount of time, like I know some of my friends have come over here for like a few months or something. Like, if you're in that situation, I think it's definitely better to just hold off.
Right. And, and it's also just me, like, I never book in advance. Like, as I am getting older, I am now booking in advance because I can afford
it's weird, isn't
more.
It? Yeah.
So, like, I can afford to book in advance.
Yeah.
But, and a lot of the time, shows will, like, come up with discounts, like, the last minute. Like, I almost bought a ticket to the first preview of Groundhog Day, which was on sale. And then 2 weeks before the first preview, they decided that they were going to give away the rest of the tickets for free.
Yeah, and you got one of them, didn't you?
Yeah.
How did that work?
Oh, I mean,
Was it a queue? You had to queue up to get them all.
No, you entered online.
Oh.
And I lost, but then someone on Facebook was like, I have an extra pair, and I was like, email them to me.
Oh, amazing! And then they took that, didn't they share a photo of you or something?
Oh, yeah. For the first preview of Groundhog Day, they were trying to make like a really great media event out of it. So they had like someone waiting in the queue taking pictures, and I posed really ridiculously, and I was like, I will never see that photo. And then within 5 minutes, they had uploaded it to Twitter. And it's one of my favorite photos. I love it. You can input it. I'll send it to you. Oh, I was so excited. Tim Minchin is one of my favorite artists alive. Matthew Warsh is one of my favorite directors. So So it was amazing to see. And then that night ended up being a nightmare because the set broke.
Oh, I didn't know about this.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah.
10 minutes into the show, the set broke, and then they did a hold for an hour trying to fix it, and then they ended up doing the rest of the show as a concert. And then we all got to go back for free. But it was a nightmare because they had really meticulously planned the whole evening.
Yeah.
And Matthew Warsh was so embarrassed. And, but yeah, the turntable broke. The wheel broke.
Thing is, first preview, stuff's gonna go wrong. That's what previews are for.
But I have no patience, so I always go to. Oh yeah, also go to previews. They're always cheaper.
Yeah, previews.
And you'll always see. You'll never see the finished version of the show because the show doesn't get locked until 3 days before opening usually. But
that's kind of exciting.
Oh yeah, I love it.
If you're not a purist and you don't mind, I love seeing, even with shows that are long runners, when something goes wrong. I say wrong, something small happens.
Yeah, and
I'm like,
yeah, and it's that, and it's also
it's unique.
You see more. In Something Rotten, they cut an entire sequence during previews.
Wow.
So if you ever see it in previews and then you go back during opening,
different experience.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point. I like that.
There you go.
Yeah. I wanted to say something, but then my brain just lost it.
Yeah, I think we've said a lot about this topic.
Yeah. So that's tickets covered. Hope you're all happy with those discussion pieces and answers. If you've got any other questions or anything, obviously let us know.
Yeah. Tweet me.
Yeah.
Broadway's expensive.
Yeah.
There's really no way around it, and every year that goes by, it does get harder.
Yeah.
And a lot of it just comes down to luck with the lotteries, which is what most shows are just reverting to as we have an accessible way to see this show because of a digital lottery that thousands of people could enter every day.
I have thoughts on that, but
right. So it's expensive. Look for discount codes.
Yeah.
Go to previews. Buy at the box office.
Yeah, and make sure as well that you just buy from legitimate places, because you could see I obviously don't know the full list of Broadway ones, but Playbill and Broadway Box,
for discounts.
Yeah, they're legit.
You can get, if you are smart. I saw the second preview of Dear Evan Hansen for $35 on StubHub because people didn't know.
You are so.
I saw the first preview of Comet for $29 on StubHub.
Okay, so I've heard a few mixed things about StubHub.
Oh no, StubHub's legit, and the best part about StubHub is if you don't get into the event, they give you a full refund immediately.
Okay, that's good then.
So see it another time.
So if you're gonna buy a resale ticket, then StubHub is the way to go.
Right.
I think I've heard a lot of nightmare stories. Some stupid people have bought on Craigslist and stuff.
Oh yeah, no, don't do that on Craigslist.
Yeah.
No, just buy
or eBay or anything. Just don't do that. Okay, so legitimate sites like StubHub, they're okay. We'll allow that.
I love StubHub.
You've verified that.
Jake verified, and I am a skeptic. I know, but
that was okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So 2 times in 2 months.
Amazing.
It worked.
Wow. There you go. I didn't know that you would get all your money back if it was not legit. So that's really good.
Yeah, StubHub's the best in the States. They have amazing customer service, and they have a satellite office in the basement of one of the hotels in Midtown, and it's really nice. And you can go and hang out and print tickets and chat, and
Really?
Yeah, StubHub's really cool.
Oh, that's cute. I like that.
I don't want to tell people my secrets because the next time
Yeah.
a big musical comes.
Yeah.
Like,
Jake.
I know.
Frozen. Jake, how do I get cheap tickets?
Well, no, Frozen, like,
Frozen,
everyone
that's-
knows, but no one knew that Dear Evan Hansen.
Was gonna be huge.
Right,
yeah.
except, like, I don't want to say that I knew, but, like, I guess I had
the clever
an
theatre
idea.
junkies.
Right, so,
yeah.
like...
Thing is, you know the formula of what makes a good, successful musical. Like, when you've seen enough stuff, you kind of know.
Right, I mean, but then again, I would say Come From Away is, like, pretty inventive and out of the box for as successful as it is.
Yeah.
Which is great, and it makes me really happy.
Yeah.
It's just a shame that, like, not every musical like Come From Away lasts or is as successful as Come From Away.
Yeah. But I know you've got a hell of a lot of thoughts on that, and that's maybe not for this video.
Not for this video.
Maybe for a future video. So we're gonna wrap it up now. That's been our ticket talk. That was a great name. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Do give it a thumbs up if you have, and obviously subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because why have you not? All of Jake's social media links will be in the description, so go and follow him. His tweets are brilliant, so you must go and follow. They really are. Not to brag, but they're great. Yeah, I hope you're doing really well, and we'll see you very soon. Bye.
Bye.